Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Samcrac, and boy am I happy to see you. That's because we got the headlights sitting right on our Audi RS7 rebuild. In our last video, if you remember, there was a decent sized gap between the bottom of the headlight and the bumper where it sat. And all it took was a little adjustment and a missing spacer to have these headlights sitting exactly where they belong. Wow, check out the fitment. It is so much better. There's no gap anymore whatsoever. I can't fit my fingers anywhere in there at all, which is amazing. This is still pretty much the same. Again, nothing is screwed down. The headlight is screwed down, but that is not screwed down. Feels great to actually make this car look right again. My main issue was that I had a bolt and a washer just like this, where there's a mount in this corner of the headlight. Whenever I mounted it, it pulled it up, creating that huge gap underneath the light, which is now gone. Right in there, that thing where there's that notch, I'm pretty sure I am missing some sort of isolator, some sort of boot that probably slips in there and creates a little bit of a gap, enough to make this headlight sit where it should. Now, since I just want to get this done immediately and I don't want to go track down whatever in the heck would go there from the dealership, I just went to the auto parts store and looked for some sort of rubber boots, anything. And these are shock and end-link bushings. This bushing going in between the bottom of that bracket and the top of the mount will create the perfect space for this to sit so it is firm and in place and make it maintain that proper gap. Now, between that and, like I said, I got to pull this bumper off one more time, then put it back on. Adjustment of the bumper. These headlights, they should be recessed just a little bit like we see here, but no big gap underneath. And then they should all look pretty much perfect once this bumper is back in and fastened in its appropriate areas. All right, so the bumper has been pulled back off. We're doing our final check, making sure everything is in the right place, everything is sorted, and we're actually going to plug our harnesses in at this point. And these headlights should be about 98 to 100% sorted. It's when we go ahead and mount our tabs here to the bracket there on the car that we'll know exactly if they're sitting right, but now we know that we can adjust these brackets here and move the headlight into the right position while the bumper is on the car, so we should be good to go. All right, the bumper is what I hope to be permanently in at this point. Everything's plugged in, all the harnesses, all the wires. And so everything in the front end here, including this camera here, should be working. Now, when I did that, of course, the headlights, well, like they were much better than they were before, but they're still a little bit off. You can see this right here. So now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hopefully do a final adjustment of those. But before we do that, we definitely wanna get inside the car and make sure everything in the front end, particularly these, the cameras all work just fine. All right, let's see here. We know our air suspension has a problem. That's number one on my list to get done, just waiting for those parts. Our TPMS, I'm not sure why those are bad, but we'll hit okay on that. Refill the washer fluid, no big deal. Air suspension. So a lot of the front end stuff went away. Now, I'm not sure. I think some of these buttons might do something for us. So let's see. Let's try that. Okay, we'll hit okay, we know. Oh, there it is. Check out our night vision camera. So one of the things that doesn't work, and we're gonna have to take the rear bumper off, is when I stick this thing in reverse, well, our backup camera comes on, but our park sensors don't work. So that's obviously not plugged in. Now, but when we go and stick it in drive, see, there's our front facing camera. The Corvette is out there, the Jeep. So we're good to go. The cameras all work in the front. I think everything is really, really good. I mean, besides windshield washer fluid, which is really easy. Let's check out that night vision camera one more time. There you go. The next thing we got to try to attempt is to peel this protection film off the car. Now it's really unfortunate because whoever did the install on this did an amazing job. It's flawless. It looks great and it's still over pretty much the entire bumper. The problem is somebody started peeling this and there's no way really to just like cut a section of this out without either damaging the paint underneath it, that at least that I know of, or making other areas look like I've already peeled it up. So I'm gonna start peeling it now. Also, there was all paint protection film over this entire hood, which obviously had to be peeled off since the hood was repaired. There's still paint protection film. You can see here on the edges where it's peeled up a little bit because I've been fastening the bumper in to where it goes in the fender here. So there's been paint protection film here all the way over the entire fender. I think it's on this pillar and it goes up and stops right about there. You can see that fine line. Alright, this is definitely not fun. This clear bra is coming off with a little bit of time. However, it is leaving a decent amount of glue residue. You can see I sprayed a little bit of Goo Gone here, and it comes off. But I want to do as least amount of rubbing and Goo Goning that I have to. So I'm going to do a little experiment here, and I've got a little clothing steamer here. This thing works so effective for removing window tint. I've done that a million times in the past. What we're dealing with here is slightly thicker than window tint, but it's very similar. So I'm going to see if that helps us out. Yes, I've got a heat gun. I could try a heat gun. But I had such good luck when it comes to this. We're going to try it first. Let's see if it works. This is amazing, definitely the right tool for the job. Cut the time in half it took me to remove this half of the clear bra. I'm gonna link it in the description box below because I like it so much. It's really super cheap, and hey, makes your clothes look fresh too. So I wanna just show you, like this is a section I did with the steam. It's absolutely no glue, the paint is perfect. About halfway through here on this side, this is where I pulled it using nothing, and you can see all the sticky glue residue that's left over that I'm gonna have to take off. The steam actually does melt that, and you can wipe that up nice with a little bit of Goo Gone and a towel. So that's what I'm gonna do there. All right, well, I've been working on the front end of this car for a few days now, and I'm ready to move on to something else next, but I could really use a banana right now. To be honest, I don't even really like bananas. I just did it for the joke. But I can't let this go to waste. I know someone who will appreciate it. You guys like bananas? Do you like bananas? Let's see. They like bananas? I don't think they like bananas, actually. Do you like bananas? Here. Let's see. Not a real fan of bananas. They're kind of like me. But like I said, I definitely know someone who will eat this banana. Hey, Ferdinand, come here. Come here. All right, here you go. Ferdinand missed out on the banana. Peel and all. They like bananas, peel and all. Next up in the RS7 rebuild, we're gonna jump in the engine bay. We're gonna replace the stock downpipes with Stage 2 race downpipes. They do have cats in them because I'm not a big fan of catless downpipes with that nasty smell. This car should be making north of 800 horsepower when we're finished with it. You might wonder, why are we putting downpipes in before getting the car tuned? And that's because this car already is tuned. I've got more details on it on the next episode, guys. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to give it 2 bananas up. And if you didn't like it, well, you can, all right, I made a banana joke, but I can't put it on here because my video will get demonetized. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you very soon.